Hello and welcome to Irondice mode Riodon 4. How is my favorite player in the whole wild universe doing today? He's lagging, is what he's doing. He is giga lagging.
Is he?
Now I can hear you. If you responded, it did not come through.
I just said I don't know
You don't
because I
know.
ain't him.
You are not
Yeah,
him. Okay, who is my favorite player in the whole wide world?
I don't know. Probably not me at least.
We'll figure that out, won't we? Well then, how would you like to tell us what happened last time? It wasn't that long ago. It was only 5 days ago.
Yeah. Uh, so last session was essentially a assassination attempt gone horrible, I suppose. Uh, Riodon teamed up with a bunch of uh, well, wayside bandits, I guess you could call them, to try to gank a knight in Valles. We split up and snuck into Valles from different directions, and then two of them went into a tavern that the knight supposedly frequents, and did some off-screen stuff that supposedly did not go very well. In the meantime, Riodon scouted around the city a bit, or the town, I guess, and just try to get a feel for it. He also talked to some mage that was being transported by the knight. He knew beforehand that the knight was transporting some prisoner, but he was left a bit disappointed. He was hoping this prisoner would be some kind of dangerous criminal that he could free and send at the knight or something, but no, it was some mage with some radical ideas. Anyways, after some
Radical
shenanigans
ideas.
happened off screen, yeah, yeah. After shenanigans happened in off screen in the tavern, one of the some of the bandit guys got hammered. One of them had apparently tried to steal the knight's weapons and ended up getting arrested and thrown in a cage. Eventually, we waited until nightfall, or until the knight, yeah, left the tavern and started heading back to the keep. And then we tried to ambush her. Everyone except Riodon either died or got arrested. Riodon pieced out of there and never looked back. So that time went horrible, but at least nothing of value was lost.
Only
Uh,
some NPCs.
oh, yeah. In fact, like, if you think about it, Riodon was probably doing the public a favor by
Yeah.
making these guys attack the knight.
Our evil campaign.
Um,
By the way, let me just
yeah,
say, in Lucius, when you met these guys, you said there is no
yeah.
way a level 1 character can kill these guys.
I mean, I mean, with the help of a level 5 character, anything is possible, I guess.
I'm just saying how the turns have tabled, you know? How the turns
How
have
the terms
tabled.
of table. Yeah. So after all this, Riodon decided to maybe be a bit more low key and stick to start off with some good old just terrorism. So he started off by scouting out this whole area that's circled, but right to the left of Valles. I'm pretty sure it's visible for you too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he spent 3 days doing that, scouting out like the farms and how people live there. Learned that they're mostly up here, which is where he ended the scouting tour, in the forest. And then he spent half a day hunting and managed to snag a deer. Actually, used magic for hunting as well, which went pretty well. And yeah, and we ended with him sitting down and butchering the deer and then encountering something.
Yep. We rolled an encounter check,
Yeah.
and we leveled up.
Yeah.
And then we decided, or I decided, that the encounter check should happen next week. Which it will.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same week, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just double checking some rules here. Just so that I'm not making a terrible mistake.
Yeah. Did I get XP for the summary?
Yes, you can have your 50 experience. Thank you. Thank you for doing the one job you have for this show.
Yeah.
This is your responsibility, is to recap every week. Do you know why you do recaps and not me? Because you take notes and I don't.
I don't actually take that many notes. I mostly just remember.
Same. I know Timmy is a very good note taker. Timmy, every time we play a Samuel session, his notes at the end of the session are like 4 times longer than my prep notes. It's a problem.
One thing that's really good that I've used like a little bit about recording things is that if you forget, you can just go look it up. What happened?
That's true.
That's very,
yep.
Very nice.
And this is why Riodon episodes have some views.
I don't think I've actually looked up anything for Riodon.
I do the same thing.
Okay, yeah.
Genuinely, this is one of the reasons why I wanted to make Irondice mode a recorded show. Is because if I'm gonna do like a living homebrew world, I need to be able to know what I said during sessions.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and I don't like writing notes, so this is the best alternative.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well done. Riodon. You are sitting there skinning your deer. Your stag.
Yeah.
When suddenly it is time for you to roll a surprise check.
What dice is that?
That's a D10, and you do not want to roll 1, 2, or 3. But wait, do you have surprise adjustment from perception? You have +1 to that, right?
Yes, I do. I have.
Then you don't want to roll a 1 or a 2.
Okay.
You should remember that in general for Riodon, is that you're only surprised on a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, a 5.
Okay,
5.
you are not surprised. So the encounter distance will be quite long on this. You see in the distance, maybe through some trees, a little bit of shrubbery, there's a goat, and it's staring at you.
Goat?
Yes. And you've seen animals many times in your life. You've hunted plenty. This is odd. First of all, a goat shouldn't really be in the middle of the forest. That is not where they live. And second of all, it looks at you the way that an animal usually doesn't. Sure, an animal can stare, but this one repositions itself a little bit while staring. It has this bob to its head and it keeps looking. It is unnatural the way it stares at you. Like 80, 90 feet, something like that, through some trees. It's not an exact science.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I guess like I stare down the goat for a few seconds, and then I kind of like I put down my butchering stuff, grab my spear and shield, and just looks around, stand up, look around, in case there's some shenanigans happening in other directions of me.
Yeah. You look around, you don't see anything. But when you look back, the goat is gone. It has disappeared entirely.
Well, with
No
that,
sound.
I'm going to really start looking around and like bracing myself for something to happen, like either some kind of ambush or anything, whatever.
As you really look around, your eyes skid across a tree, and you swear it was not there before, but there is a large spider, the size of a small dog, sitting on a tree trunk, eyeing you.
Far away?
Maybe 40 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stare at the spider for a few seconds, I guess. Kind of like go raise like into like a Spartan position, you know, like raise the shield, raise the spear, kind of like that.
Mm-hmm. You keep your eyes on the spider. It hops down.
Only like for a few, only like for a few seconds am I like staring at it because I
Oh,
keep like darting around with my eyes after
okay.
that, like
Yeah. While
just
you're still
to
looking at it, the
in case
spider
I'm not.
hops down, plop, almost from the tree, and lands on his feet. It faces towards you, but it's getting into the underbrush and isn't fully visible. The grasses shake a little bit as it slowly walks towards you.
So this spider, it is a giant spider,
A
right?
large spider, which is smaller than a giant spider, but still, poodle-sized.
Yeah, well, I mean, so it's giant compared to a real spider.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Uh, so
It is a
it's
small creature, which is too big for a spider.
okay. So this spider, like, have I seen these kind of spiders before?
Yeah, you probably have. They live around here.
Okay, so they're not like unnatural animals in and of themselves.
No.
Okay.
And they
And
unlike the
this spider.
goat, they do live in the forest.
Okay, and this spider, is it acting in any way like the goat, or is this just acting more like a regular spider?
It is also, it's not acting like the goat, but like the goat wasn't acting like a goat, the spider isn't acting like a spider. Spiders normally wouldn't walk towards someone 40 feet away. They're sit and wait predators, right? It also doesn't have a net. It's just sitting there. And then it hops off the tree, plop, lands in the grasses, and walks towards you the way like a mammal would. It seems very aware, which the spiders usually aren't.
Yeah. Is anything else happening around me? Like as my
You look
like
around
dart, my eyes
again.
start.
You scout around. You don't see anything, and when you look back, the spider's gone.
Yeah. Uh, I mean, I kind of just keep standing my ground because right now, like with all this fuckery going around me, I don't think I would necessarily be safer trying to leave my current spot, especially if I'm gonna try to drag the stag along with me. Uh, so for now, I kind of just stand my ground and keep looking around.
Stand around. You look around. What do I want from you here? Give me a perception check. That's a critical failure.
Damn. God damn it, 20s! Why do you always happen when it's bad?
Yeah. Yeah. Um, you don't really notice much. After a bit, you hear a whisper. A whisper through the air. Would you come see the mistress?
Is this whisper? Is it in any way like similar to what I heard with
No.
the entity thingy?
No. That was a dark, powerful voice inside your head. This is a shrill, whispering, shh, would you come see the mistress? Kind of much weaker sounding voice that is coming through the wind from some direction.
I'll just, I guess like after when I hear that, I'll look around a bit more, and if I don't see anything, I'll just say the typical "who's there." You know.
I am Henrik.
Henrik.
It's a
Fucking
name that
Henrik.
sounds a lot more ominous in English than it does in Swedish, so I am Henrik. I come because you smell of evil. I know the mistress would like to meet you.
Is it a habit of yours to keep yourself hidden when addressing someone?
Someone who would stab me, yes.
I don't necessarily have any ill will towards you. Especially if you show yourself.
Look
I'm willing
behind
to talk.
you.
I turn around, like, quickly.
Again, about 50 feet away, that goat is there. Bah.
Yeah. Is that your true form or simply some kind of illusion?
Bah. The goat nods his head and turns and starts slowly walking away, looking back at you.
Who is this mistress of yours?
Bah.
I don't hear it. There's not whispering in the wind or whatever anymore. I'm gonna like put down my shield and my spear on the ground again, and like, I suppose I can indulge you, but first I'm like nodding towards my stag, like, I was in the middle of something, and I'll go back to butchering it while like still trying to keep an eye on the goat.
You failed to keep an eye on the goat. At some point, you're looking down to make sure you're not like cutting your hands, and it's
Yeah,
gone
makes sense.
again. You simply hear a, "That's fine. That's fine. Finish your work, big strong man. Finish it."
So yeah, I'm finishing up the work if nothing else happened that interrupts me.
Nope, nothing else happens. Every now and
so
then
I
you see a spider or a goat. And when you see neither of them, every now and then you'll hear a giggle in the air. But you never hear anything when you see something. You never see something when you hear something.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use calc my weight right now real quick.
Yeah, calculate that. The real name of D&D should be Spreadsheets and Spiders.
Yeah, for sure.
That, having learned my
Okay.
my DMing craft from watching Koibu games, Spreadsheets and Spiders is definitely the real name of the game.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So I am once I've packed all my new rations, I'm actually 1/2 move -1 hit encumbered right now when carrying my
Okay.
backpack.
Yep. And when you
obviously-
when you drop the backpack, how are you done?
Then I am just no, not encumbered at all.
Okay. And have you looked over your backpacking goods that they make sense in a backpack?
I mean, my backpack that I have in my backpack is a water skin, a bedroll, which is like on the outside, I guess. Same with the rope. And then mess kit, flint and steel, and then the rations in the
That makes
bag.
perfect sense. No problem there.
Yeah.
But yeah, you definitely like hunker up like, ugh, okay, let's go.
Yeah, the stuff I have on my body outside the backpack is my hide armor, spear, shield,
Yeah.
dagger, clothes, my holy symbol, a pouch of foxfire, and the holy leaves.
Yeah, perfect. Well done.
Yep.
You pack it all up. You take out some big leaves you have that you can roll the flesh up in, make it say stored and proper. Keep it separate in chunks so that you have
I
rations.
presumably I like smoke the meat.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. If
To
not
make it a
now,
bit
then
more
maybe you might smoke it later in the evening or something.
Yeah, I mean, because 15 days of meat, that's not gonna keep fresh.
No.
So I need to smoke that.
That's true. That's very true. So,
Which is probably this goat spider thing has to wait for a bit, because it's
Yeah.
a big stag and a lot of meat to
yeah,
smoke.
it
yeah,
doesn't
for sure.
it doesn't make much more conversation. Henrik
Yeah.
simply observes and every now and then giggles in the wind.
And I guess while I'm at it, I also like eat a quick lunch, because this is also like my lunch.
Do
break
you like
after hunting.
make a meat skewer stick and like take it to go, or do you sit and finish your food, making Henrik wait for it?
I probably take it to go, I guess.
Alright, okay, cool.
Um,
I'm just measuring exactly how disrespectful of Henrik you're being. I need an exact measurement.
Yeah, I guess I take it to go.
Yeah, you take it to go. You look around.
I guess I carry my like spear and shield in the same hand while
Yeah.
I do that.
That makes sense. That's cool.
Yeah.
You set out. You look around, and after a bit of looking back and forth, you see the goat again. Bah. It nods in
Like
a
with
direction and starts walking that way.
And I take a bite of meat and just like start chewing while I follow it.
You walk. You follow this goat. It takes a while. You keep walking. It keeps walking. It's going north, definitely.
The further into the forest,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes. What time of day? It was around midday, right? When you were.
Yeah, I think it was like 1 or 2
Yeah,
when
something
when I started butchering. So
like that. I agree.
this I assume when I'm finished, it's probably like 3 or 4 almost.
Yeah.
Probably.
If you obediently keep following the goat, it will get to nighttime. And you will not have arrived anywhere. It leads you through the forest a long time.
We like coming up to the lake?
You not only get to the lake, you see the lake on your side for a long time, and it keeps heading north and a little bit east. It brings you into the forest proper. That's why it gets around nighttime when you're like here, right? Ish.
I guess when it's gotten pretty dark and it still keeps going, I would like speak out like, how far are you taking me?
As far as to the mistress, you hear at a moment where the goat is not there.
How far is that?
We should be there by the morrow. Do not fear. Nothing would dare harm you in this forest when you're following me.
Just internal monologue. That's not ominous at all. How tired would I be at this point?
If you keep walking now, we will have to go into force march rules.
Yeah.
Which I don't know exactly how they work. Wait, is this on my new fancy DM screen?
I've been active most of the day.
Miscellaneous, force march. Ranger, wizard, thief, offense, defense, movement, other. No, it's not on my fancy DM screen. Okay, let's find the force march rules, shall we?
Yeah, because there's some conundrum here because I currently only have 1 spell.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't really want to meet this mistress exhausted and without magic, but I also like, it feels like a really, at least in character, it feels like a really bad idea to try to sleep with this goat thing nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
It's not in the PHB. How about the DMG?
Again, I'm
Travel,
also carrying a
travel.
pretty heavy back. I'm also carrying a pretty heavy backpack, so that would
Yes,
exhaust me even more.
I did take into account that you are traveling slower.
Yeah.
Darkness and ice, movement, roads, terrains, hindrance, movement on water. Getting lost. That's a fun chapter. $164 maybe? Let's see. Oh. No. According to this, it says in the DMG that it is in the PHB, but I didn't see it in the PHB. This fucking game.
By the way, how much do I like the deer meat?
Ooh, what was your stat for
Like
that again?
grub was 7.
Then roll me a grub check.
Yeah.
Let's see if you like deer.
I feel like deer meat should probably be tastier than beaver.
True. Wait,
right?
wait. Before you roll it. Oh.
I already rolled.
Hey, you like it? You like it a lot. That's your second best roll.
Yeah, that's actually true. What were you gonna say before I roll it?
Oh, I was going to give you a bonus to like deer meat because it's supposed to be tastier. But had I done that, you would have liked it less because it would have been further away from your target number. So
Yeah, it's true.
Okay,
So
here
yeah,
we go.
I'm really proud of myself on this hunt.
Yes, you love deer meat and you have so much of it. And I have located where in the PHB this should be. 158. Cross-country movement. Characters can also force march, intentionally hurrying along at the risk of exhaustion. So this is what we do if we want to go faster than normal movement rates, but also if we want to move for the night. Force marching enables the character to travel 2.5 times faster than normal. Thus, a normal man could force march 30 miles a day. At the end of the day, the force march, the character must roll a constitution check. Creature must roll a... What does it happen if you fail at them?
But he knows.
Oh, no, that's creatures. Okay. A -1 penalty is applied to the check for each consecutive day spent force marching, so if you go several days in the night. If the check passed, the force march pace can be continued the next day. If the check fails, no more force marching attempts can be made until the characters have completely recovered from the ordeal. Recovery requires half a day per day of force marching. If the constitution fails, the character can continue overland movement at its normal rate. One drawback of force marching is that each day of force marching is minus to all attack rolls. Okay, if you go for the night, you get a -1 penalty to attack rolls until you've had a proper sleep.
Okay. Yeah. In general, I don't feel like Riodon would want to push himself.
Yep. Make
for
this decision
kind
in
of
character.
situation.
If you think that Riodon is going to stop and sleep, then do that.
Yeah. In that case, when the deer, not deer, the goat or whatever,
It's a goat.
Henrik, when Henrik answers, that will be there by the morrow.
Mm-hmm.
That case, Riodon is just gonna stop and like, just like take his backpack off and like put it on the ground. Like, well, in that case, you can come back then. I'm not walking through the night.
Oh well, I guess we'll be there by lunch. And the goat is gone. The voice is gone.
I I start looking around for a place to make camp. I leave the backpack where it is for now, but I don't walk too far. If I don't find anything like very nearby, then I'll go and pick it up again.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let me check something real quick. We are in the forest. Okay, cool. You are unaccosted during the night.
Yeah, I find a decent campsite as usual.
Yep. You find a decent campsite. You make do. Maybe you're up in a tree this time, a little bit extra scared because of the creepy nature of Henrik.
Yeah. Yeah, I have my rope so I can tie myself to the branch.
It is shocking the vibe difference between the Swedish Henrik and the English Henrik. I think Henrik sounds like a creepy name. I think Henrik sounds like a neighbor.
I don't think the vibe is that different. I think they both sound kind of funny for this creature.
I had the name Rick in my head, but I didn't want to name him Rick. So I went, Henrik.
Rick and Morty.
That's not why. Okay.
Is Morty the mistress?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm unaccustomed in the night.
Yes, you're unaccosted.
I get down from a tree, eat a little breakfast while I wait for Henrik to show up again.
Yes.
Am I close by to where we parted, or did I have to walk a bit away?
You probably walked like 5-6 minutes or something. Found a better spot. You're pretty close by.
Yeah.
But when you wake up in the morning, you're having some breakfast. You don't need to go find Henrik. After a bit, you see that large spider on a tree.
Yeah, as I said, I was eating breakfast while waiting for him to show up again, because I was assuming he would find me.
Yep. Well done.
Yeah.
You travel. You go through.
Oh yeah, right. Right. I prep my spells as well while I do my morning ceremony. I'm gonna, let's see. I have one cure light wounds already. I'm gonna prep. Do I want to prep a fairy fire?
You can do that. I don't know how I do it, man. Oh, there it is. I managed to, like, displace my pen in a way I can't find it on my desk while I'm playing.
Okay. Okay, no, I'm not gonna prep fairy fire. That's probably not too useful right now. Maybe detect magic though. Oh god, there's 3 detect magic.
Whichever one has the player's handbook as the source.
2 of them do.
Oh, then one of them is a priest spell, and one of them is a wizard spell. And you should have the priest spell. I'm pretty sure.
I have one as holy symbols as a material, so I assume that would be the priest spell in that case.
That would make sense, yes. Yeah, the one that is yellow and says divination common. The one from page 172 is the wizard spell. Oh, by the way, you know something that you can do now? If you go back to Regal Goblins, instead of being directly on the spell page, you can now go to your spells clerics. And you see how it says now in the quick links? There is Arcadian maps and then spells cleric, spells wizards. Spells cleric 2.0, spells sorcerers 2.0.
On just the Regal Goblins page?
Yes, on the Regal Goblins front page. There's this box called quick links in the bottom left.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
and there,
yeah,
if you go
cleric.
to spells clerics without the 2.0 behind it, just the normal spells clerics, that should be by the book stuff that is just all the cleric spells.
Yeah.
It still has some Koibu spells, actually, looking at it, but fuck it. It mostly has normal stuff. And it's just cleric stuff, no wizard spells getting in the way. Because that's something that 2E does, is that there will be like a spell for wizards then and clerics. If they both have it, then there's 2 of that spell. Yeah, if you search here, Control F, then there's only 1 detect magic.
Yeah.
Page 253.
Yeah. A turn is 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's learning the arcane terminology.
Yes.
The archaic.
Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna prep invisibility to animals. Cause could be useful if there's danger or something.
Yep. You can hide from the goat. Pick tricks on him back.
Actually, what's the cast time? Okay, it's just 4 cast time.
Mm-hmm.
Then I guess an entangle and detect magic.
Ooh.
And then I still have a cure light.
Oh yeah, because you have 4 spells now. Because you're level 2.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I already had cure. Yeah. Okay. Those are the spells I prepared while waiting for the goats.
Awesome. Before you're done with that, you will have seen the spider on the tree, watching you.
Okay. Yeah.
But it waits.
Sure.
It then disappears when you're not looking at it. And you hear a simple whisper of, "The nature grants you great power, it seems. How useful." Come.
Yeah, I'll not respond to that. Not much to respond to.
After you don't respond for a little bit, you look around and eventually see a goat in one direction. And it continues leading you. It ends up cutting west as soon as you're past the lake. And in the end, it gets to this kind of an area. Right north of the lake.
We pass over the river?
Yes, it gets you to the river. And there is a little raft that the goat simply walks out on. And when you, hopefully, eventually also walk onto the raft moves on its own across the water.
So I'm just chilling with the goat on the raft? Huh?
Yep.
So I guess this is the first time I'm actually, like, really close to the goat?
Yeah.
Does it, like, physically, does it just look like a regular goat? There's
it
nothing
really
like,
does.
weird about it?
And also, as long as you see the goat, it just baas. It's just a goat. It just looks at you weird and behaves oddly. But this looks like something you'd hunt if you were in the mountains. For sure.
Yeah.
You wanna hunt it?
I mean, I already have enough food.
You know, otherwise, you'd consider it, but...
Yeah, of course. It's only there.
The river
Snow.
here is wide. This is the river in this continent. So this is a long river trolley that you go on. But eventually you hit the other side. And you get back into the forest and you travel a little bit and you'll end up getting to this spot right here where these trees are a little bit separated from each other. The goat leads you into what is a little bit of a clearing. And in this clearing, you see a little hut. It's standing out in a grassy field. It has mud walls, a roof with growth on it, weeds aplenty. Underneath the shadow where the roof sticks out or like an overhang from the walls, there's some mushrooms growing along the edges of the walls on the ground. And coming out of the hut is a woman. A quite pretty woman around your age. She has long golden hair and wears a pretty plain black dress.
Alright. Is the goat still present, or has it disappeared again?
The goat jumps up on the roof and stands there.
Okay. Well, I suppose I approach the hut, and once I'm in the distance where I don't have to shout, I'll say, "I take it you're the so-called mistress."
Yes, I think you'd be wise to assume so. My name is Diana. How can I help you?
No, you tell me. This familiar of yours just wanted me to follow it.
Let me ask it. She's quiet for a little bit. Oh. My familiar, Henrik, isn't he adorable? He tells me that your hand smells of great evil. You must be terribly burdened by it.
You mean this hand? And I'll hold up the one with the gauntlet.
Yes. Oh, that does look nasty. It does. Great ancient powers entangled in the magic there. Cutting through the weave. Oh. A terrible thing. Tell me, how did this happen?
Honestly, I'm not quite sure. Something contacted me and then forced me into some kind of agreement with it. And this happened.
Do you mind if I touch it?
I suppose.
She reaches
I
out her
hold
hand.
my spear. I hold my spear with my shield hand again.
Yeah.
I did before.
She reaches out her hand and lays it a little bit below yours, waiting for you to lower your hand into hers.
Yeah, I do. I suppose.
Yeah. She takes her other hand and strokes it a little bit, prodding a little bit at the parts where it's clearly connected to your hand, the parts that grip on tightly that make it you unable to take it off. Yes. This is from the southern forest, is it not?
It is.
Yes. Yes, I think I can help with this. I think it's... It's not a simple task.
In what?
But I can.
In what way do you mean help? Simply get the glove off me, or get this entity off me entirely?
The entity is not on you. The entity has some of its energy, some of its magic enchanted into your glove here. Seems... Oh, it's like... It's hard to explain, you know? If you were a wizard, maybe I'd try. Anyway, this being... It's not as strong as it could be. Its connection this far north is weak. It seems it struggles to maintain a connection with you this far out. That leads to opportunity. We could cleanse this off of your glove. Now, I wouldn't do it for free. I would want something in return. Two things.
Of course, let me just ask first. When you say opportunity, do you simply mean losing its grip on me, or do you mean something more?
I would take all of its essence out of your glove. Remove it from you.
Right. Yes.
Now, I would want two things. The first thing, I'm certain you won't have an issue with. I want the power that's in that glove. I would like to keep it. I think I can store it somewhere. You wouldn't have an issue with this, I'm certain.
As long as you don't use it against me, I don't care.
Oh, fantastic. No. I sense that would be a waste. No, and secondly, this procedure to get this off of you, I can't do it just like now. It's complicated. There are materials I think I would need to do the proper procedure here. I'm not very interested in leaving to get them. You would have to get the things yourself. That is the second part.
Right. So, what do you need?
Well, firstly, the first thing I would need is an animal. An animal truly loved. Do you think you can get that?
I assume it doesn't matter who loves said animal.
It should be a human or a demi-human. At the very least, a gnome.
Right, but it doesn't have to be me.
No. That would be unfortunate, I imagine.
Yes, of course.
Secondly, I would need... the hair of a noble. Do you think you can get that?
Let me just start writing this out of character.
Sure. That's fine.
The hair of a noble?
Yes, the hair of a noble.
Yeah. How much?
More than a strand. Maybe 10 strands at least. But if you can just get a solid handful of it, that'd be even better.
Right, but you don't need the entire scalp then, I suppose.
No. I do not. Though, I would be thankful if you could do that. I could have other use for the scalps later.
Right. And the next thing?
Oh, this will be the last thing. Finally, I would need both eyes of someone who feels hope. Now, these are all exotic materials. I understand that. And so, while they will be used for your benefit, I, of course, imagine that most likely they won't be entirely consumed by such a procedure, and I would be able to have them for other things too. With that in mind, not only will you be able to get this off of you, and I'll be able to get what I want, I'll let's say that I will be somewhat in your debt after that. How about that, huh? You get me these things, I get that thing off you, I get the thing, and then you can ask for something nice, and I'll see what I can do.
Sounds reasonable.
Huh.
Just another 2 more questions.
No,
The
please.
eyes.
Yes.
I assume they don't need to be. They should be removed before, or do they need to be still attached to the person?
Oh, they can be removed. If you want to bring the entire body, then I can do the removing for you if that's beneficial.
Nah, I'm just asking. That seems very
Yes. It should be someone
inconvenient.
intelligent. The smarter the better, and truly filled with hope. That should help.
And is they need to be filled with hope at the moment of removal, I assume. It doesn't matter what happens to them after removal, yes?
When someone is filled with hope, it is a it is a magical property of their soul, you could say. Now that's not exactly accurate, but it's a way for you to understand it, you know? It can't just be someone who you go, "Oh, look, that person you always thought you'd never meet again. There they are." And for a moment they feel a shred of hope before you cut their eyes out. No, no, no. This has to be a person who by their general disposition is someone who feels hope.
Yes, but what I'm getting at here is after I remove the eyes, it doesn't matter what happens to the person afterwards, yes?
Oh, you mean if you leave them alive? No, no. Once the eyes are out, that should be... Nothing after that matters.
And can I kill the person before I remove the eyes, or do they need to be alive for that part?
You can kill them first. That's probably fine.
Right, that makes things easier.
It does, doesn't it?
And the truly loved animal, should that be alive when I bring it to you, or can it be dead?
I would prefer that one alive. It will probably die in the process, but it would be useful to have it alive. I can give it a try without it, but no promises done.
And the size of the animal doesn't matter?
No, no, it just needs to be truly loved. It can be a flea for all I care. Though, who would love a flea?
All kind of weird people out there.
Ah, yes.
But I digress.
Of course, of course. What is your name, friend? I've introduced myself.
Yes, Riodon is my name.
Riodon. And by your...
Hope you don't...
by your state of dress and coming from the southern woods, you're a druid, are you not?
I am.
I know your people quite well.
And what about you? I take it you're not.
No, no, no. My spellcasting is more of the arcane in nature. Yes.
And
well then.
I suppose I'm a bit curious, but I suppose I shouldn't pry why you're out here instead of with the civilized people.
Well, from your speech of them, I sense you're not quite a fan. And from your willingness to accept these quests, I sense we are kindred spirits.
Like, Riodon just like shrugs. Things die all the time. If a few things need to die for me to get what I want. I don't see a problem.
Yes, yes, yeah. That is a healthy way to look at things in such tough times. Now, I should warn you, until this procedure is done, the being that has cursed your hand, it knows where you are. It also, I sense, might have some idea what you're thinking. If it realizes what's happening, it might try to stop you. Now, as long as you keep north of the mountains, it shouldn't be able to stop you so directly, but these beings, sometimes on other planes, they're more powerful than they are here. They have loyal subjects that might come. Just be aware, it might try to send some minions your way.
Duly noted. I appreciate the advice.
Yes. I have, I have something to benefit from here too. I wouldn't want you to perish. That would be unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed.
Well done. Would you like some tea? I just been making some.
No offense, but I'm not keen on accepting consumables from strangers.
Well done.
We are introduced, but we did just meet.
Yes, yes. Maybe next time. If you ever need some place to lay low for a while, until you get this done, don't fear coming back. This place is unbothered by outsiders. You only found it because Henrik wanted you to.
Right. I suppose that makes sense.
And now I want you to, so I think you'll be able to, but pursuers might not.
Right. Well then, I suppose I should start on my quest.
Yes. If you'd so like, you could take Henrik with you. He always liked adventure.
I like look up at the goat like, and what would Henrik do if I bring him along?
Well, Henrik, would you mind flying down here? Visible, please. And you see the goat transform into a little scraggly creature.
An imp, I assume?
Yes. It flies down, lands on her arm, like a falcon would. She holds him forward. Henrik here is a master of invisibility. I'm certain that could be useful. He is also quite capable in some minor spellcasting. He could be an assistant. If you don't mind. If you do not want him, then I leave it to you. I'm simply offering.
I suppose if I get desperate, I might come back and take you up on that offer. But once again, no offense, but I prefer working alone.
I understand. Well then. While you're out on this journey, if you ever see a how would I describe it? Something strange in the sky above you, don't worry, I'm just looking in.
Right. Sure.
Well, I take it you're not the one to stay for dinner then, so this is ta-ta?
Till next time.
Till next time. Ta-ta! She heads inside.
And and I start heading back the way I came from.
Yep.
I actually, is Henrik still outside? Or
No,
did
he stayed on her arm as she walked inside.
Okay, actually, in that case, I guess before
Yeah.
before we complete the part,
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that raft I took on the way here. Can I take that back, or do I need to find a different way across?
Yes, you can. All my friends can take it.
Right. Excellent.
Great.
And then a nod and head off.
Yep. Okay. That was Diana.
Right, we got a quest.
How is
That was
Riodon
Diana.
feeling about all this?
Gonna write a note real quick.
You do that.
There we go. He's actually feeling kind of good about that.
Okay.
As, I mean, obviously this is not someone who should be readily trusted, but a transaction is a decent assurance.
Yeah. Business is the most trustworthy
Oh.
enterprise in the among the uncivilized.
Exactly. So yeah, he's got a goal now, a method to get rid of this pesky entity that decided to attach itself to him.
Yep.
And maybe the materials might be a bit tricky to get, but they
Yeah.
don't seem unreasonable. So yeah,
They
should
are
be.
what we in because second edition has quite extensive categorization of spell components. There is this thing called exotic components, and exotic components are always a little bit strange in how you get them. The prototypical example always given is a griffin's blood voluntarily given. That's the kind of ingredient that we are looking for, and these are all on the lower end of exotic components. These are all like more doable exotic components, which you would have some understanding of, even if not a great understanding of it, being some kind of spellcaster at least.
Yeah.
You would understand why a noble's hair might be different from a regular person's hair in a magical sense.
Would I know that specifically?
Not like why a noble is more than a normal one, but why something specific can be different from something unspecific. You know? That's like the
Yeah,
idea of how, to what degree you understand this.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. As for like the eyes filled with hope thing, do I have any way to like I guess like objectively determine if something is hopeful enough, or would I just have to vibe check it?
You'd have to vibe check it. You have no way to objectively determine that.
Yeah, I assume so. I was just
Yep.
gonna double check if there's any spellcaster trick.
Hey,
know,
there
those
might
kind of
be
things.
that I'm unaware of, and if you found it, congratulations, you cheesed it. But I am not aware of a spell that allows you to detect hope.
Yeah, for sure.
There might be some
Okay.
spell called
Oh, yeah,
like no emotion. I'm not sure. That actually sounds very 2e. It's like specific and useless enough to be a 2e spell. You know, there is a 2e spell called No Time, which is one of the most ridiculous spells ever. It allows you to know what time of day it is for a spell slot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're underground, that might be useful. Although I don't know why you'd need to know that if you're underground, but
I mean, in a medieval world, time is something quite elusive. Like, everyone can kind of check the sun, but it's not something you're super familiar with. And every time that I say a time, that's us simplifying the world in a game mechanical sense, but your character never knows exactly what time it is. I actually watched a campaign once where the cleric was a cleric to the god of time, and he knew the no time spell, and his backstory was that he worked in a big city as a cleric to the Temple of Time, and what he did every day was prepare castings of no time and cast them for money for people who really needed to know what time it was. That was his job, and he made good money that way. It was a great backstory.
Actually, do you have a god of time?
I have a god of fate. My god of fate doubles as the god of time, but he is more so the god of outcomes and possibilities. He's worshipped both by people on a grand quest or who really want to cause some effect, but also by gamblers. There's a duality to him there.
Yeah. I was mostly just thinking because that could be knowing what checking the clock could be a pretty funny what was it called, like divine power thing.
I mean, if you are a follower of Yusum, God of Fate, you do get the no time spell. It is in the spell list for Yusum.
Yeah, but I was thinking that's like the equivalent to like turn on dead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That could be a funny thing.
I think that most likely, I would do something for a Yusum cleric. I would do something akin to like the divination wizard in 5e, where you get like a roll at the beginning of the day and you can substitute any roll for it or something. I think that'd be a cool Yusum cleric power.
Yeah.
Well then, you have things that you need to do if you want to focus on this goal, but you were also going to do some terrorism. So what has priority?
Yeah. I mean, probably the terrorism for now, because that's like something I actually like already scouted that out, and like these materials I need to like find very specific people, and that's probably gonna be, take some time, be a bit trickier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not expecting this to be a quick quest. This is probably gonna take a while.
Yeah. This might be a few levels of questing,
Yeah.
Well done.
So I guess I basically travel back to where I started this whole. I guess does that take a full day?
That will take like a day and a half.
Yeah.
So, Diana meeting, and then you'll spend most of the third traveling back, and because it was like half a day's travel today, it's half a day's travel then, and then it's like half of the next day as well that you need to travel. So like around lunch on the next day is when you'll be like back where you were again.
I traveled half a day on the day I hunted, and then like
half a day on the day you met Diana.
Isn't it like the full day, although it's like back and forth?
Yeah, back and forth is the full day. But it was half a day there and half a day back. And then it's half a day back where you were. So it's like the day after you met Diana, around midday, is when you'll be back where you were.
Yeah. So I'm gonna remove 2 rations for that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so we're midday essentially.
Yeah, we're back pretty much where we were, but 2 days later.
Yeah.
This is where you skinned the deer at midday. Now it's midday again, and you are 2 pieces of deer short and a bunch of walking later.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna start planning for terrorism.
Alright, let's go.
So, when I scouted this area, like I know like the farms are most of the farms are around the area where I am right now, or like the non-forested part of the area. So did I like is the harvest season finished, or are they like fully like in the middle of it?
What we said last time is that they're in the middle of like second harvest, which is where they get like potatoes out of the ground and maybe some carrots, root vegetables, and things that are harvested later. The like wheat harvest is done. That is all done in like September, August. So They're in late harvest now.
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of potato pickers.
Yeah. I think, and have I seen like, in terms of like storage,
Mm-hmm.
are there like big granaries, or are there like food, or is like food sellers mostly, or like
There's quite a few food
what type of
sellers
things have I
mainly.
found?
There's quite a few food sellers. Um, there are of course some barns where they keep like animal feed, like maybe like one or two of these farmers have some cows, and then they'll keep some of that food stored in some kind of overground building. But anything that is like for human consumption is mostly down in a food cellar. It seems like.
Okay.
And again, there were like
By the
5
way,
farms here. It's not super populated. This little double river valley north of Vallis.
um, by the way, when I was traveling through the northern forest,
Yes.
uh, did I discover like any like signs of animals, or like even like humanoid things like ogres or goblins or kobolds or whatever? Did I discover any signs of anything noteworthy?
Well, you weren't really looking for any in the
I
forest.
wasn't, but
Um, give me a. Actually, I just roll for it like this. Yeah, you definitely saw signs of goblins here and there. There definitely are goblins in these woods. Um, you would know from experience and just hearing. Actually, no. Give me an int check. That's a failure.
11.
Yeah, but it's not a super
Yeah.
bad failure. You would know that there are some, down in the druid woods, there are quite a few of like non-civilized forest gnomes living down there, and they've told you that they have, relatives up north who are quite a bit different, and you're not quite sure what those are, but you haven't really seen any. But that's a rumor you've heard about, that there's some kind of not quite a gnome, but something similar that lives up here in the northern forest.
Yeah.
That's it. And
All
yeah,
right.
goblins, absolutely, they live in these forests.
Yeah. All right. Um. So I think to just test the waters a bit on my first act of terrorism.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the I'm gonna like get near to the place that seemed to have like the biggest storage of like grain that I'd seen,
Mm-hmm.
and then yeah, I'm just gonna like try to wait for nightfall, more or less.
Okay.
Uh,
Sure. So you're going to burn a bunch of animal feed?
uh, well, I mean, grain is grain. When I say grain, I
Oh
assume
yeah,
that's
yeah.
like wheat and stuff like that, right?
Right. So the grain has mostly been moved. Um, it's potatoes, carrots, that kind of food is in the food cellars, and then they had animal feed in the barns. The grain for bread and stuff for human consumption has mostly already been transported at this time of year.
Okay, okay.
You can probably find
Yeah.
big storage rooms of that in Vallis, and even more so in Cagium, of course. But here out on the farms, there's a little bit, but not much.
Okay. Uh, well, in that case, I'm actually gonna be a bit, I guess, a bit more. Uh, a bit calmer for now. Maybe not arson. I'm just gonna test the waters a bit. So, animals, right? What are there any? Have I found any farms that have like a large number of animals, or is it mostly just like
None of these have
maybe like
lots of
one or two cows?
animals. One of the farms has like 3 cows. Those are the big animals. None of the other farms here have any cows. Some of the other ones have some sheep. One of them has quite a lot of chickens. All of them have some chickens. But one of them has like a lot of chickens. None of them have pigs. DM goes through 4. I talk about cows, pigs, chickens, and sheep the way that Americans talk about American football, ice hockey, baseball, and basketball. It's like, it's the sports that exist, baby.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think actually in this case, I would have I probably would have unprepped detect magic on this like night of travel.
That's acceptable. That makes sense.
Yeah, and picked up probably another invisibility to animals actually.
Right. Okay.
For my what I was gonna do now.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna wait for nightfall, as I said, and then like I guess like the place with the cows. I'm gonna try to just essentially when nightfall comes, I'm just gonna try to like sneak in and either like let the cows out and maybe kill one of them or several of them even. Try to make it a little bit harder for them right now because animals are, I'm pretty sure, pretty important for like the winter.
Yes, they're expensive.
Survival part. Yeah, that as well. So I guess like while I wait for nightfall, actually, instead of just sitting around, I'm gonna try to scout around the forest for any trails of like predators, big predators, or anything, any kind of predator, preferably big predators. But
do you have tracking? You don't have tracking, right?
I don't think. I only have hunting.
Okay, give me a hunting
I
at
get
like a
-4
if you want to use it as tracking.
Yeah, I have direction sense. I get
that's not
different.
usable here. Direction sense is how you were so easily able to navigate north, south, and stuff like that. That's why I didn't, do any getting lost checks, walking back south in the forest and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
I've generally been taking your direction sense into account with being nice to you when you travel.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so hunting checks.
Yeah.
2. That's good.
That's a pass. And on a -4, that would, that's still a pass, because that's your stat -4. So normally it's a 13, so it would be a 9. Yeah. You get a pass. Well, you barely pass.
Yeah.
Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Maybe just check some stuff. You find some fox tracks.
Nothing bigger than a fox?
Nope.
Okay. Do I get to roll more hunting checks for like the rest of the day?
No, because this was more of a. This wasn't really like you going out hunting. This was more like, what are you able to find this time?
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to say, the mammal page in 2nd edition's Master's Manual is so fucking deranged for one image and one image only. Look at the squad, dude. The squad of the gorilla, the warthog, and the squirrel. That's the homies right there. We love them. They're best friends.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's Timon, Pumbaa, and Harambe.
Yeah, dude. Let's go.
Alright. What's the plan then? You know foxes live around here. Are you gonna imitate a fox?
Yeah. No, not really. I mean, fox. Since I'm gonna try, I guess I could like try to loosen a fox on the chickens, but since I'm I'm gonna try to go for the cows. That's not really that useful.
Right.
Yeah. So
What's the plan?
I
Nightfall
think.
comes.
Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna. Let's see. Actually, invisible to animal is a. There's no vocal to that. Okay, that's good. Uh, yeah. I think I'm just gonna do very, basic, dickhead shit, and like, I'm gonna. When it gets dark, right? I'm basically just gonna sneak into the onto the farm, like check is anyone. Actually wait, it lasts. I guess before I do that, I'm gonna cast invisibility to animals in case there's like a dog or something.
Okay, how long does it last?
That's like a watchdog. It was 1 turn plus 1 round per level.
So 12 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I like get when I'm like close to the barn, as close as I can in the forest.
Did it have verbal components?
No, it's semantic and material.
Right, I remember that from last time. I just had to double check that I was actually remembering it right. Yeah, then you can do it quite sneakily. Yeah, you take out some of that. What was it? It was like a special kind of tree, right?
Holly.
Yeah, some holly, and you rub it in your face or something.
Yeah, less.
Yeah, cool. And I know it's called invisibility to animals, but this is like D&D sense of animals, right? Like people can see you.
Yeah, people can see you.
It's like it's more like invisibility to beasts, I guess, is a more accurate descriptor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it's to normal animals with intelligence under 6.
Yep.
Yeah. So when I like creep closer, is it? Actually, I guess I will have like listen for this.
Wait.
Before I do the whole thing.
I was just looking up the cow stat table, and they actually don't have animal intelligence. They have semi-intelligence, which means that they can have an intelligence of from 2 to 4. And you can have free intelligence as a player character. That's possible. So it is possible in D&D to be dumber than a cow. In fact, if you have free intelligence, you are as smart as the average cow.
Interesting.
I love stupid intelligence outliers. Anyway.
Yeah. But by the way, just before I even get started, I will have obviously waited until it's like it's complete. It looks completely dark and silent and everything.
Absolutely. It looks dark. It looks silent. You've seen people head into their sleeping quarters. You cast invisibility to animals outside of the barn.
Yeah. Well, outside of the farm, I guess.
Outside of the farm, yeah. And then you start quick walking in.
Yeah. So the barn, when I get to like the entrance, does it have a lock on it?
Let's roll for it, shall we?
Alright.
It does have a lock. This farmer rolled a nat 20 on his having a lock check. So he definitely...
Interesting.
It's not only a lock. It's like not even a particularly shitty lock.
It's a very good lock.
No. It's not a very good lock. It is a just barely average lock, which is amazing for a
Okay.
farmer. That's so good. That thing
Okay.
would be worth like 40 gold, dude. That thing is very good. A level 5
Okay.
thief could still probably pick it in 2 minutes, but you know, it's a good log. You'll struggle with it unless you break it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably. I guess the first thing when I see that, so it's what about the? So the lock is like probably like metal and stuff, right? What about the barn itself? Like, what's the? How is the wood feeling?
Uh, let's see how old this farm is. This farm is old. This is like something he's inherited from his father, who inherited it from his father. So while the lock is really good, you get the feeling that, like, if you take out an axe and you smack it against the barn door, you're gonna get inside. No problem. Like, the wood is a little bit soft. There's some holes in it here and there. There's probably some maggots inside of this wood. This is a 98 out of 100 on oldness barn. This is a very old barn.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I guess I'll just.
The story of how this farm has gotten to this point, it is playing out in my head right now, is like, you know, it's grandpa's farm, then it's dad's farm, and then, like, you know, it's the young inheritor who's like, I'm gonna invest in the farm, damn it, we need some security. Puts down like 5 years of income onto a lock, and then just like, the dad's like, you fucking idiot, the barn door's still bad. These guys, the people who own this farm are a great set of characters, just from what we're discovering here.
Yeah. So basically, is there any like any kind of like glipa, whatever that is, between like the barn door and the wall? Yeah, a gap, I guess.
Yeah, there's probably one. It's not even. Like, towards the bottom, it's wider. Towards the top, it's wider. And in the middle, it's less so. Like, around the hinges. But you can tell that, like, the wood has shrunk away from the wall a little bit. You could definitely get a proper peek inside, although it's really dark in there.
Yeah. Are there any tools lying around on just, like, the yard?
Yeah, there's a few. You see a pitchfork leaning against the wall. Anything specific you're looking for?
I'll grab the pitchfork. Nothing in particular. I'll grab the pitchfork and I'll just try to. I'll check if I can like do any bending, like as if like maybe like I can get the lock to use like like the screws, I guess, to just break off of the door or something. Just try to bend the door open. Basically.
Give me an open door check.
Right, that is a specific thing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I have open doors 8.
That means you need to roll 8 or below.
Do I what do I, is that a D20?
Yeah, D20 and 8 or below. Oh!
7!
That's really good!
That's really good.
1 second.
Yep, so I guess I pass.
Yeah, you shove this pitchfork into this gap, right? And you just go, rup, and the door just like pops off the wall. I think what happens is that like the wood that the hinge is attached to just breaks. So the hinges are still on the wall, but they're not on the door anymore. And the door just swings open in like reverse, and then just like falls to the side a little bit, and now it's hanging on by that really, like, much better than expected lock. It's hanging on to the other barn door in this double door set.
Yeah, Riodon is pretty strong actually. It's
this was pretty loud though.
Yeah, I figured. So I'm basically just gonna kind of run in, or not run, but fast walk in, I guess.
Yes, you fast walk in. You hear some mooing.
Cows...
Moo. You hear they're definitely a little bit unsettled by what just happened.
Actually, wait.
There are 3 cows in here.
Yeah, wait.
They don't see you, but
Yeah, wait. Because what it says, right? It doesn't. It says that I can like walk among animals as if I didn't exist. It says like I could stand before a hungry lion or T-Rex and they wouldn't notice,
yeah.
which I assume means it's not literally just invisibility. It's like they won't notice me at all.
You think it's like
And like this
silence?
might be fall outside of that. Because I mean, like if I'm standing like in front of a lion, right, it should be able to smell me and know I'm there in some way.
Let's see here. When an invisible spell is cast, the creature touched becomes totally undetectable by normal animals, which intelligence is under 6. Normal animals include giant-sized varieties, but excludes any blah, blah, blah. Stand before the hungriest of lions or Tyrannosaurus Rex and not be molested or even noticed. However, a nightmare, blah, blah, blah.
I assume this like the breaking of the door is probably like not considered a part of me,
it's
so
not.
they should probably still hear that. But
They should.
I'm just like
I am going to rule that if you step on like a twig and it makes a sound, they hear that sound. If you scream, they don't hear your voice. I think you are undetectable, but things you do are detectable. I think that is the way to rule this.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So the cows, are they in like? Do they have like their own pens or something? Or
No, they're sort of just like standing around, each tied to a little pole, and then they have like a trough in the middle of them. This is not advanced enough to have like individual pens, unfortunately. There's like 3 poles, a little bit of a tying situation going on with rope, and then a trough in the middle that they were eating from.
Okay, so I think because the thing about like cows, right, is they're like these ropes. I guess I just get a quick glance at them. I can't really like quick. I don't really like. Probably don't have. I guess I do as much of an inspection as I can, but I don't. I guess like I feel it a bit. How like strong is this rope? Because like one thing I learned about like keeping cows in like when you keep them in like what's it called, like hage.
I don't know, a field.
Yeah, when you have them within fences, fences and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of the time, the only reason the cows are like actually being kept inside is because they don't realize how strong they are.
Yes, this is true.
So this rope, like how if I like get up, if that feel and like tug at it a little bit, how strong does this rope feel?
Same as the rope around you on your backpack. It's normal as rope.
Okay, does it feel like something a cow could break out of if they really tried?
They'd have a chance.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just testing just to make sure, or not to make sure, but just to know, you know. So after that, I'm gonna stand at a safe of a distance as I can from one of the cows, and then you try to stab it with my spear.
Yeah. You stand at a safe distance. You bring your spear up, and as you're about to do this,
by the way, it's the cow that's the closest to the door. If there's any difference.
Oh yeah, that's actually good because I rolled HP for all of them, so then I know which one you're stabbing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I can
you-
because I'm basically gonna try to back off as soon as I do that.
Yeah. You ready up. You raise your spear. Oh my god. And just as you're about to stab in it, like mid stab, so we're not canceling stab here. You do hear from outside. Hello? The voice of a young man.
Yeah.
Who goes there? And let's roll an attack roll. Do it at +5, please.
Right. +5. Fucking gods.
That's a hit.
Okay, it does hit.
Yep. Give me damage.
Cows are large, right?
Yes, they are.
Surely,
8 foot
yeah,
long.
so it's a D8.
Yep.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, we take away that hit die. We spin this one. Cool. Yeah, you stab this cow right in the arse cheeks. It screams out, "Moo!" And I'm gonna give it a strength check as it tries to flee. So let's look into how strength would work here. Monster strength scores. See, how strong is this cow? Well, this cow is actually pretty strong.
Cows are strong.
This cow has 18/91 strength.
And then now my invisibility to animals ends because I attacked.
Yeah.
Alright.
It does snap the rope. You have actually, like, stabbed a very healthy, strong cow. This is definitely, like, a top-tier cow you've just stabbed. As it snaps its rope and starts running out the barn. As you hear from outside, "Buttercup! How are you running out there? Buttercup!" You can give an opportunity attack on the way out if you want.
Assume the other cows are gonna like panic from this too, right?
They're panicking, but not as much. This one was screaming, running away from pain, you know? That's really what gave it a kicker. The other ones are getting loud and moving, but they're not, like, panic running. By the way, did you want an opportunity attack on the cow running out? You can have it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Sure.
give me another attack roll. This one
I'll take an
+7.
opportunity. +7?
I'm giving you the same +5 for, like, it not being prepared for you, but you're also getting +2 for back attack here.
Okay.
Which you...
Wasn't I back attacking the last time too?
Yeah, but I forgot about it and you hit anyway, so fuck it.
Okay. Oh my fucking god.
That is actually a miss.
So low.
That is a miss. So,
Yeah, okay.
you were exactly on AC last time. Well done.
Yeah.
He has a miss. It runs out. You look outside a little bit. You see a man running after the cow. Like, "No, stop, Buttercup, stop!"
I think after that I'm gonna dip as soon as I can.
Okay, you dip.
Cause again, this is my testing the waters night. I'm not gonna take too many risks.
Yep. I made the requisite rolls. You get away. No problem.
Back into the woods.
Back into the woods. Okay. That's neat. Let me just go to a certain thing here. Yeah. You get away with it this time.
Yeah. I just realized I've had my own background music running this whole time. I haven't even heard the...
Well, I have been DJing as normal
game.
for the audience of the recording. All our dear viewers.
What are you checking right now?
Oh, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay. You head back into the woods, right? You try to recuperate yourself. And as you do, suddenly you look up, as gamers never do. And you notice
Into the sky, you mean?
No, up into the canopies of some trees. And you notice that above you...
Why do I look up? Do I hear something?
Every now and then you look up, you know. You happen to look up.
Yeah.
You know,
alright.
This is basically me allowing you to pass a surprise check without thinking about it. Which I probably shouldn't do.
Yeah, okay,
but it's fine. You passed the surprise check, you look up. That was nice. And you see some white plants growing there. They have like dew-covered pale yellow blossoms as well. As they definitely look like some kind of invasive plant, like a mistletoe kind of growth out of some branches, but they're different. They're these kind of spidery white plants that just stretch out with these yellow flowers. And as you look at them, we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
Yes. No, I'm gonna keep this music.
I'm not sure what I should do as my modifier here, because I'm not sure...
Yeah.
What my...
You see these flowers. Do they, if they make you curious, you can try to figure out more about them. That would be a +3 if you want to take a thinking action.
I guess, is there any kind of like... I'm not really sure what like... at my like first glance, are the plants like doing anything?
They're moving. They're like convulsing a little bit in on themselves.
Okay, so
they're sort of pulsing.
I guess like can I take some kind of like dodge action where I'm like trying to evade attacks?
Yeah, when you take a dodge action in 2nd edition, if you're not a fighter, you gain a half your levels bonus to your AC. So you get a +1 bonus to AC.
Okay, or is it half my level bonus to AC?
Yep.
Yeah, that would be one plus AC.
Yes, exactly.
Do I need to still like get to my initiative before I can take the action, or?
No, I would say that you just have that for the whole round. If that's what you choose initiative, you don't need to roll initiative then. If you're just spending your whole, if it's a no move action, so you can just do that. You can just be in that defensive stance.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would also want to probably move so I'm not standing directly under them.
If you want to run away from the weird, creepy, pulsating plant above you, that is also perfectly normal, but you will not get a +1 to AC.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I will probably just try to move out of the way so I'm not standing directly below this thing.
How far away would you like to get?
Probably as far away as possible.
Okay, sure. Just roll me an initiative +3 then.
I can change my actions if things develop.
You can't change them to being an attack, but yeah, you can.
No. I mean like after next round.
Yeah. That's no problem.
If I don't want to run away anymore, I can stop doing it and do something else.
That's fine.
So 8. I got.
Yeah, you do lose initiative. Yeah, this plant starts just convulging, and it just spits suddenly. Thorns everywhere in like a shotgun pattern above you. And the way that this works is that these thorns don't need to roll to hit you. They will hit you because they shoot at an area like an AoE, and they just hit everything inside of there. So why don't you give me a saving throw against death? So that would be the PPD.
Death?
It doesn't mean death.
Okay,
it
yeah.
means bad things, but it's called a saving throw against death.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the general one. It's the PPD one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Is that still D20 saving throw?
Yes, and you want to roll that number or higher.
Or higher? Oh
yes.
My God.
Failure.
Nope. Of course not.
Yes. So the spikes shoot up like a shotgun for 4 damage. As these vines start to lower down from it towards you.
Yeah. Yeah, as I said, I'm gonna try to run away. So like,
you don't need to try. You can just run away.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna ask like, are these vines like in position to like?
No.
That I would think take an opportunity.
No, they are like still 20 feet above you when your initiative comes. They're just slowly descending towards you.
I just run away as far as possible.
Okay. You run away. You have disengaged. There is no more combat.
Okay, yeah, because this was in the dark as well, so I was not very confident in being able to fight this.
Yep.
But I think I'm probably gonna try to come back and investigate this in the morning. To this spot.
Sure.
So I try to take a mental note of the how I'm walking to get to when I'm looking for a campsite.
Okay, good. You head further.
By the way, this plant, is it like close to the edge of the forest? Like really close?
It was like 30 foot into the forest, so yeah, it was pretty darn close. It was one of the first things that happened when you were back in the cover of the shrubberies, you know?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well done. It gets to nighttime.
Yeah, I try to find my campsite.
Yeah.
A sleep site rather. I don't actually set off camp as per usual. Do I manage to find a decent site without anything else happening before then?
Everything's peaceful. Everything's fine. No problems.
So then I'm gonna eat some a little bit of snack before we're going to sleep.
Yep.
As well as cast my Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay, you cast a Cure Light Wounds. That should probably top you right up.
It is D8. It's 50-50 if it tops me out or not. Actually, a little bit better. 50-50. It doesn't top me out. It's one off.
Well, you're going to have a full night's sleep now as well, so.
Yeah.
So, you heal yourself a bit, you go to bed, you're gonna heal 1 more HP from sleeping because you were on a cost during the night. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Riodon continues to have generally very lucky encounter check rolls.
Yeah. So in the morning.
Yes.
I'm gonna research a spell first before I decide what spells I prep in the morning.
Okay, do it. Look into it.
Oh, okay, okay. Again. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna prep 1 cure light wounds, and I'm gonna prep 1 locate animals or plants
Okay, cool.
in the morning.
Do it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna try in after I've done my morning routine, eating breakfast and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to scout around and try to see if there are any like wolves
Mm.
in this forest.
Okay.
Because wolves are generally, if I'm gonna be doing terrorism against farm animals, wolves are probably, it's either like wolves or bears that are probably the most useful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You would know
And
that in Chaldeus, this nation state in general, black bears are the most common ones that you might run into here or there. They live here, but there's not anything particularly more dangerous bear-wise in these lands.
okay, do I know anything about wolves?
There's
You
wolves
know?
here or there in general in Chaldeus, yeah, absolutely. There's more so in the southern woods, as far as you know. They would probably be rarer up here.
Okay. Well, uh, locate animals or plants. So that one has 100-yard range plus 20 yards per level.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so it would have 140, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm level 2. Duration is 1 round per. Does that mean 1 round per level? It's 1 round slash level.
That's 1 round per level.
Okay, so 2 rounds, which is 20 minutes then.
Yep. Wait, 2 rounds is
And
2 minutes. A turn is 10 minutes. A round
oh,
is 1 minute.
oh yeah, right. Okay, right. Okay, okay. So there's not a lot of time I can actually utilize this.
No.
Because it's yeah, I guess I can probably walk. I should be able to walk with it and have it active because it's the AOE is like a 20. It's like a line in front of me, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Yeah, 20-foot wide path in front of me.
Mm.
So I guess I would probably try to scout around a little bit at first, just normally without using the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And if I find any signs that there might have been wolves here at some point, then
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna activate the spell
Yeah.
and try to look around and search around for a bit.
Okay, so let's think about mechanically. You are basically hunting for a specific kind of animal, and it's not even a prey animal.
Yeah.
It's a predator animal, which is usually not what a hunter would be practiced in finding. So, with a minus
It is also a
five, give me a hunting check.
it's also a predator animal that travels in groups though.
Okay, sure. Give me at a -3. So, 10 or below.
Yeah, on a hunting check.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope. No wolves. The first half an hour. But you hear them in the background music. They're definitely audible.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they're around here somewhere, oh boy,
Exactly.
but it's because I'm playing the Forest
Exactly.
Night track instead of the Forest Day track. Like an idiot.
Yeah. Do I get to roll more?
Yeah, this is half an hour.
Okay. Oh, okay. We're just doing actual normal hunting mechanics.
Yeah, we just do the hunting
Okay.
mechanics, but at a disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, that's a 9.
Nice. So now I will simply roll if there are any wolves close by, because you're looking for something specific, right? That's why it's a bit different.
Yeah.
I'll just do a check
Yeah,
to see if
sure.
there's any wolves to be found at all.
Well, also not necessarily only that. I'm looking for tracks of if there have been
Yeah.
wolves here at any point.
Yeah. You actually find some tracks, but not only that, they look really fresh. You're pretty sure that if you are going to be looking for these wolves, they're not that far away.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna start casting locate plants and animals. That has a casting time of 1 round, so I guess that's 1 minute then.
But it was 1 round per level, no?
No, I said casting time, not duration.
Oh, okay. Yeah. If it's 1 round, then it takes a full minute to cast. Yes.
Yeah, and then it's 1 round per level for the duration.
Yes. What that means in combat is that if you cast a spell with a casting time of 1 round, you always go last. That's pretty much what it means.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm casting that.
Okay.
It has verbal components. So I guess I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you're
making
speaking with
sounds
normal
when I
indoor
do it.
voice.
Yeah.
Okay. You cast a spell. And then you said 240 feet detection in front of you?
No, 140.
140, okay. And you'll know if there's a wolf in that range.
20 yard wide.
Oh, 20 yard
20,
wide,
20
yeah.
foot. 20 foot wide. No, 20 foot wide.
20 foot wide, okay, cool. Yeah, because 20 yards is
Yeah.
60 foot, so... Okay,
Although it says, actually, it says, wait, it's weird. AoE says 20 yards / level times 20 feet. I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that.
Oh, that means that the distance forward is 20 yards per level. And then it's 40 foot wide. So 20 foot each direction.
No. It says range is 100 yards plus 20 yards per level. And then it says AoE 20
Yeah.
yards.
So it's not
level.
attached to you. You cast it in an area that is up to 120 feet away. And that area is 40 foot by 20 yards. So it's like you cast like an AoE up to 120 foot away.
Oh.
Yes. So it's stationary.
So the exit distance and during each round of spell's duration, the caster can face in only one direction.
Huh. Wait. Maybe it's not.
Spell lasts for one. Yeah, I don't think so, because.
Let me check it.
Because it sounds like you can change.
Let's see here. Locate plants or animals. There it is. Caster finds the direction and distance of any one type of animal or plant he desires. Caster facing in a direction thinks of the animal or plant and then knows of any such approximate.
Section. The AoE thing is throwing me off because in the description it sounds like
I think the AoE thing is just wrong. I think Corby has fucked that up. Let me check the book.
Yeah, I think so. I think it is pretty sure it's just a 20 foot wide line.
No, it's not Koibu's fault. It does say the same thing in the book. But I think the book is just unclear.
Yeah.
I think so you had the right idea from it initially.
Yeah, okay. So,
it is 140 yards.
In that yeah, it's 140.
Yeah.
That's the range.
Yep.
So I guess I will. It says I can only face one direction per round. I guess I will only be able to use it twice essentially.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
can face one direction first and then face another direction.
Yes. And you have tracks.
Uh,
You know generally what direction you expect them to be. So you can probably check like this way and then check slightly to the other side, you know?
yeah, I'll check. I'll check the direction that it looks like the tracks are headed
Yeah.
towards, I guess.
Yep. They're definitely inside the AoE. They're really close.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna cast invisibility to animals on myself, and just kind of run in that direction to check.
Okay.
Because I can get 120 in 1 minute,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And this lasts 12 minutes. So.
This session has already covered 4 in-game days. Doopa-doopa-doo. Yeah, you get close. You find a little burrow. It might have been like originally maybe a badger burrow or something, but it seems like the wolves have taken it over. A hole in the ground, and you can see like a wolf is walking in and out of it a little bit here in the morning.
Okay. In that case, I am. So this seems to be some kind of permanent home. Right?
Permanent, or at least like something they're preparing for this winter or something.
Yeah. Okay. So the how deep into the forest am I right now?
Probably a fair bit deeper than before. You probably like woke up and went deeper in the forest to try to find this. When you're looking for tracks, you were hunting for half an hour. You're probably like close to 1.5 hours into the forest.
Yeah. How many wolves are there, by the way?
Does the spell give you that?
No, I mean I can see them run now. Yes.
They're in a hole in the ground. Do you go in the hole?
Well, in that case, I use. Yeah, I walk up to. I have invisibility to animals now, so I can just walk up and check.
You walk up and check. Okay, you look inside. Let's see. Monster manual. Wolves. What are wolf pack sizes? I am dedicated to randomizing my game. This is a fun one. I just open up a page. There is a creature called a wolf were, which is the opposite of a werewolf. I'm not sure what that is, but...
I guess it's a wolf that becomes humanoid?
Let me just read it. A wolf were is an evil and hateful creature that delights in the brutal slaying of humans and demi-humans alike. In many cases, the wolf wearer is able to attack his victim. Habit of society. The wolf wearer is generally fairly solitary in nature. Blah, blah, blah. I can't find like the lore of what they are.
Hey.
It does say they hate werewolves. Makes sense, I guess. Whatever. I don't care. Wolf come in packs of 2d6, it says here.
Okay.
There are 3 wolves in here. Probably
Okay,
a pack of siblings that has more recently split off from a bigger pack. You know?
Okay.
I imagine they're probably all male wolves, all 3 of them. With a pack that small.
Okay. Okay, so there was after I checked that out, I'm gonna retreat away, so that my while I still have decent amount of duration.
What you're pretty sure about here is that this is probably a newer group of wolves, younger wolves, Most likely male wolves who have split off and probably haven't been living in this exact area for very long.
Yeah. Okay. So, how you said there was a farm with like quite a decent amount of sheep, right?
Chickens. There was one of them that had a lot of chickens. It was like a chicken farm. There was
Yeah.
there
Okay.
was
But
one that had like a handful of sheep, but not like a
okay.
lot of them. The
Yeah.
one I said had a lot of one animal was the one that had a lot of chickens.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, how far away am I from? I guess we'll do both of those: the sheep place and the chicken, lots of chicken place.
They're all here in this white circle, closer towards the rivers. That's where all 5 of the farms are.
Yeah. But like where I am right now.
Oh, you're probably up by like here-ish right now. Maybe like here-ish.
Yeah.
This kind of an area.
Cause I'm thinking, right. What if I like? Cause my plan right now is like I want to try to like lure the wolf pack to one of the farms and then essentially just open the doors for them.
Mm-hmm.
To go ham on the sheep or chickens or whatever.
Right.
Uh,
How would you do that?
so I'm what's that?
How would you do that?
I was planning on making some kind of like blood trail they can follow.
Mm-hmm.
That would interest them. I might not be able to do it right now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's I'm basically just thinking about like how long the trail would have to be for them to actually get to the farms.
Mm. Yeah. Probably pretty long.
Yeah, probably. It's something to consider, I guess, for the future.
Sure.
Probably not right now.
Yeah. I mean, you're being a little bit of a rascal right now, but do you have any worse crimes in mind? Are you going to kill a farmer or something?
I mean, basically, right now is my plan, since it's like getting close to winter.
Yeah.
What I want to kind of do is like create famine, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm kind of just like testing the waters a bit.
Yeah.
Uh, said like right now it's kind of like while they're still gathering up their the like winter
Mm-hmm.
what we call it, reservoirs,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
And then I'm planning on kind of like doing arson at that point.
Yeah. When all the potatoes are up.
Yeah, more or less. I don't necessarily want to kill the people, because if I kill them off, then you know the hunger problem solves itself.
Right.
I guess the
You want them to suffer.
Yeah, basically, I want them to make trouble for Valis, because you know if they're starving, they're gonna need to try to seek aid.
Right.
That's kind of the plan right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's again, it's kind of being small scale right now,
Yeah.
as I said.
So what's the next step?
Are you expect? Yeah.
I'm just curious.
I think.
This is your
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah.
You need to drive this plot line. I'm just gonna react to it.
Yeah. I think the place with just gonna ask, the place with sheep, right?
Yep.
That had. How was the sheep being kept?
They're definitely the closest to where the hills start going. So the sheep roam around quite openly up on the, like a little bit up into the highlands, right on the border there between like the flatlands and the highlands. And they probably graze up on the elevated ground quite a bit.
Yeah.
Just where like plain becomes rolling hill before it becomes like the hills.
Yeah. All right.
I imagine they're
think-
actually pretty free roaming. I think they mostly use dogs to keep the sheep in line, you know?
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense. I guess I kind of should have prepped more than one invisibility to animals spell for tonight. For today.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't safely do much shenanigans tonight if it's like this. So I think today, I guess, and like tonight, I'm just gonna spend to continue to scout around the woods,
Mm-hmm.
try to get an understanding for this area, because I'm probably gonna be sticking around here for a while.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. The more time you spend scouting around, the more free I can be to just give you information when you ask for it, assuming that you found it before.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So yeah, I guess in general, I try to after like I locate the wolves, I try to take like a mental note of
Yeah.
roughly where they are,
Yeah.
and I try to use scout around for general things. Like again, like you said, there were goblins. Like there,
Yep.
I had seen signs of goblins. Like I wanted to know if there are any, if I can find more trails of that or other predators or other potentially dangerous things.
Yeah. You look around the woods. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. There we go. Yeah. I need to go to this page now. You look around, and as you do, I want you to give me a perception check.
Sure. Five.
That's a pass. You are walking around the woods looking for dangerous things. And you are
Right. I forgot I was gonna check out the plant place in the morning.
Yep, you haven't really been thinking about that. But you're
Yeah,
pretty
I
deep in
forgot
the
that
woods
was
at this
the-
point. And you're looking out for dangerous things, so it's no surprise that you spot this, but you spot a big web. A big web that you recognize as being of those. You know, Henrik was pretending to be a large spider. There probably are some real large spiders up there. Right in front of you. But you spotted them in time. You're not surprised by them. You can avoid them if you don't want to go spider hunting.
Yeah, I'm not planning on actually killing anything.
Yeah, it's probably clever. Given that they have poison that could kill you.
So these spiders, they are mostly like, uh, are are they also like they wait for prey to come by? I guess
Yes,
they
this is...
camp in one
The
spot.
large
Yeah,
spider is a web-making spider, which means they're sit-and-wait predators.
yeah, yeah. So probably gonna be hard to try to use them for nefarious purposes outside of the forest.
You know that if you get bitten by one of these spiders, there's basically a 50-50 chance that you just die.
Right. Yeah.
You, like, being a druid from the place where I have put these as very common on the encounter table in your homelands.
Yeah.
I don't think it's even too much behind the scenes to just tell you that their poison just does 15 damage. No matter what.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's
These
a
are
lot.
the same spiders that existed in that necromancer pit.
Yeah, I figured.
Yep. That brother rolled 16 HP when he took 15 damage, so something like that. It was close to that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna avoid the spiders.
Yep, you avoid the spiders. Great. Fantastic, even.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
Do I
you spend
find
the day
any-
scouting around. That's what you find today.
Yeah, I don't find any traces of like ogres or goblins or anything like that.
Nope. Not today.
Oh, okay.
You've seen some goblin signs walking through the forest, but they were further north. We are pretty close to the capital, remember. These places
Yeah.
are somewhat scavenged and protected, you know?
Yeah,
some
fair enough.
effort has been put into demonsterifying this wood. Not quite as much as like the western areas on this side. This would be a lot more, you know, cleared out. But this place is still kind of cleared out, and then like up here you might find an ogre or something.
Yeah. Right. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So I guess towards the end of the day, I guess before it gets fully dark,
Yep.
is when I'm gonna try to check out the place with the plant again.
Yeah, you come back. You stay a solid bit away. What distance do you keep?
I mean, I try to depends on what distance I spot it from, I guess.
You probably spot it. If you go back looking, you're looking up in the trees. Give me a surprise check and just don't roll a 1 to make sure that you spot it in time.
Almost.
You're lucky I gave you that +1, dude, for knowing exactly what you're looking for. Yeah, you spot it. With that check, you're probably like 60-foot range when you see it.
I guess I try to stay a decent bit away, like about this distance away.
Yeah.
And I try to just like check it out to see like what it's doing.
It is just, you know, mostly still. Sometimes it moves a little bit. It's a flower.
I see. Yeah.
It seems to genuinely be a plant.
Yeah. But it's some kind of moving plant.
Yes. When you level up, you'll know what plant it is.
Fair enough.
Yep.
I'll take note of this location because I'm thinking like if I keep like being just a bitch and harassing the farmers, at some point there's probably gonna be someone is probably gonna try to come for me, right? Try
Yeah.
to find me. This might be a decent trap location.
Ooh, you're gonna use my random encounter check against me. Ooh, I like that. That's clever thinking. That is clever thinking, my friend.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, anything else you're doing today, or are we skipping a day forward?
Yeah, I think today we just chill.
Yep.
And tomorrow I'm gonna try to for tomorrow's night incursion.
Right.
I'm gonna prepare some
Mm-hmm.
more invisibility to animals.
Okay. We move on to Saturday, the 6th of October.
And I in the evening I guess I dry cast my entangle, and I prepare free invisibility to animals.
Sure. You entangle up this forest. Some little rat is probably very annoyed, stuck in the grass for a bit.
Yeah.
I wanted to say sork, but I forgot what sork would be in English, so it became rat.
Yeah, it's like field mouse, not exactly, but
Yeah.
you know.
Alright.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I cast invisibility to animals while it's active to extend the duration?
I think so, yeah. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
It's without verbal components.
Yeah.
I mean, it would break itself because you're casting a spell, but I think it would be very evil of me as a DM to be like, there's a moment of visibility in between. I think it's fine to just extend it. You're using another spell slot for it, that's resources. Yeah, no problem. You do that.
Okay, yeah. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so tonight I'm gonna try to scout out the sheep place.
Tonight or today?
Well, in the evening. So I'm gonna move towards to be close to that area.
Okay,
Basically.
cool. You spend the first half of Saturday moving towards the sheep area. Okay, cool. You move the sheep. Let's say that you're at the sheep farm. It's like midday on the Saturday. Let's do some sneaky music here.
I'm not gonna sneak in during the day, obviously.
No, but we're generally sneaking around. We're being a little sneaky bitch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. I guess the rest of the day I'm just gonna spend scouting around, all in the forest again.
Yep. Rest of the day, scout around the forest. Let me roll the encounter check for today. It's a bad encounter check for trying to find things. Riodon's has been rolling, like, in the forest to have no encounter. I need to roll 75 or above. And it's been happening a lot. So, yeah. The flower was like the one normal encounter.
Yeah.
Today was an 87. I know that last session I was talking about how high numbers. I have a new encounter system as of today. The math is very similar, but the system is different. Because the DM screen had an encounter system that I liked, and so I'm using my new fancy DM screen. Thank you, Koibu.
Right.
I was in the Twitch chat when he made it and programmed it. I was having fun. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Anyway, you find nothing because nothing finds you. Unless you start hunting, I guess.
I mean, I'm not hunting to try to kill something, but...
No? Sure, give me a hunt check, see if you find something.
Alright.
Ooh, you do pass.
4.
Give me a D6. Just do a different table here.
4.
Okay. You go to another one of these... You run into another one of these spider situations. And from pretty far away, you spot something. I'm gonna try to not show the name of this thing, but... You see a creature that looks like this. Hanging around the spiders.
Interesting.
From a difference. It is a hulking big creature that seems to be like it seems to be working on something. It seems to be prepping something, preparing, just honing some craft on the ground. It seems
Like,
smarter than an animal.
It's doing it right by the spiders?
Yeah, in the middle of like a spider place. It's like moving unhindered through an area of webs. The spiders don't seem to attack it, like it has some kind of symbiotic relationship with them.
Interesting.
It doesn't look like, you know, a proper intelligent creature, but it looks definitely like... It looks like invisibility to animals wouldn't work, you know?
Yeah.
Not just for being a monster, but also for how it's moving around.
Yeah. Duly noted.
This is a creature that is very popular in 2e games, but I don't even think it's in the Monsters Manual for 5e. Or maybe it's very different in 5e, so... It's an interesting creature that has changed a lot over the years.
I assume I've never seen anything like this before.
No, this is a creature that doesn't live in the southern woods, in the big woods, as far as you know.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna give it space. I'm not gonna try to approach it, but I'll again try to take a mental note of where I am.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so the sheep farm is close to the hills, so I imagine you're closer there. You're probably up in like this kind of an area.
Am I close to the edge of the forest, or is it like a bit in?
Nah, probably like an hour in, maybe half an hour in. Closer than the wolves were, for sure.
Yeah.
And in a little bit of an open clearing, the spiders set up in like in a little bit of a clearing area. The spiders set up because more things will fly in there.
Yeah. All right. So I guess after that, yeah, I spend my time until nightfall, checking around like this and stuff.
Okay. Great. Well, nightfall does come. Cool. Nightfall comes. What is the plan, David? What is Riodon doing? Let's do some sheep terrorism to end the session.
Yeah. But obviously I leave my backpack in the forest. By the way.
Perfectly
like,
reasonable. I was assuming
obviously.
you did the same thing with the cows.
Yeah, I did. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I forgot to I didn't think about it.
I'm an asshole DM, but I'm not that kind of an asshole DM.
Yeah. Actually, I'm probably gonna leave my shield too, honestly, and just take my spear and knife.
Cool. Leave it.
Yeah, with the backpack. So yeah, once it's dark, I don't hear any sounds. We're gonna cast invisibility to animals and go into this sheep area.
Yeah.
So I assume the sheep are like asleep, more or less.
Well, the sheep are probably not out on the hill during nighttime. That's probably more of a daytime activity. So if they're sleeping, they're probably back down in like a fenced area. Closer to the farm.
Okay, in that case, I guess. But are they still outside?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I guess I'm gonna go enter the fenced area.
Yep. Cool. Makes sense.
And do I when I look at is there a sheepdog around here or more?
You don't see one outside. But having scouted around this place earlier, you know that they have one.
So I guess the dog sleeps inside, maybe?
Potentially.
So to enter this pen, do I just like open a grind or
a grind? My favorite.
Yeah, I don't
English
know what
word.
a gate, I guess.
A gate.
Yeah. Gate sounds
Yeah.
a bit wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the...
Yeah, I think there's like a there's these gates that kind of look like this, and they're like this, right? And so you can open them like this, and then stand in the alcove, and then you can close them again like this, and go inside. Those are pretty common in sheep places. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I think so. So, I guess...
Kind of works like that.
I guess I'll just... I will... Actually, can I have done something during the day as well?
Sure, you've basically done nothing today. Do it.
Yeah. I would have wanted to scout around if I could find any, like, smelly plants.
Okay. Give me a... You're not a forager. Give me a hunting check at a -4.
Yes.
9 or below. Yeah.
Or that,
No problem. You find some smelly plants, some old mushrooms and stinky flowers.
Yeah. I guess I wasn't necessarily looking for like stinky things. If it's more like aroma things in that case.
Sure, you can have
Things
that
that would
instead.
smell nice.
It's mostly
Yeah.
mushrooms, I imagine.
Well, mushrooms aren't plants, but
No, but
yeah.
they're smelly.
Yeah. Basically, I'm gonna try to see if I can like get the chief's attention in any way.
Okay.
With something that smells. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna. Yeah. I have some of that on me. I guess I go into the pen, and I try to like. I guess I basically just kind of like make like a bit of a trail from the gate to where the sheep are with it,
Okay.
with the smelly stuff.
Sure.
See if it catches their attention at all.
Yeah.
And if I just like try to like poke the sheep,
Mm-hmm.
would that count as attacking them for the sake of breaking invisibility?
No, you'd need to do something with like the intent of harming them. It's magic, so it doesn't have
Yeah.
to make sense. It like your intent can play a part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I basically just try to like poke them awake, essentially.
Yeah. You shake him a little bit. Now they would like notice being shook, but they wouldn't notice you.
Yeah. Basically, I'm just trying to steal the sheep, essentially.
No, I get that. It's just I'm trying to look through
Yeah.
some stuff for how
Yeah,
to
I
rule a bunch of
understood
these
you.
situations.
I assume you understood. I just wanted to mention it.
Yeah. Yeah, the sheep do notice the smell. They definitely, like, you know, move around a little bit in recognition of it. You wake them up, they're awake. One of them gives a baa, but they're not, like, in cacophony or anything. It's not something that
Yeah.
would tell someone that, you know, the sheep are in trouble. But they're also not particularly, like, interested in following the smell.
Yeah.
They notice
Yeah, I
it,
try
but-
to like in conjunction with it. I try to just like poke them to like try to like kind of herd them in that direction as well.
That's doable. At that point, they definitely like that's definitely like noticeable, but it doesn't break your invisibility if you then stop doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, I'm just trying to herd the sheep out
Yep.
and towards the forest if I get that far.
Okay. Herding the sheep out towards the forest. I'm gonna say that if you want to get them to the forest, that probably takes 15 minutes. How many sheep would you want to bring? All of them? Or
As many as possible.
let's see how many they have.
I assume.
They have 12 sheep.
Yeah.
I'd say that getting them towards the forest will probably take like this is a tough thing to like imagine in my head how hard it would be to do. Give me a wisdom check as like an animal understanding.
Animal handling thing.
Right, but we don't have skills. We just have wisdom.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just yeah 7. That should pass.
That should pass. Yeah, that passes. Sure, you can get like half of them there in a quarter. Yeah, let's do 50 minutes per 6 sheep.
Okay, well, I mean, I pause if I need to. I pause to recast invisibility to animals.
It is. I think 15 minutes is longer than your duration. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes. Is the duration.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. So with 2 castings, you can get 6 sheep out, and get them to like the edge of the forest. Getting them in the forest is a whole nother ball game, though. Like they're not very willing to go into the shrubberies and trees, you know.
Yeah.
But you have them at the edge.
Yeah. I think. I mean, since I'm close to the forest now.
Yeah.
I guess I'll. Where do the other sheep go, by the way? The ones I didn't manage to herd.
They're still in the pen.
Oh, they didn't. I didn't manage to get like.
Yeah, you didn't manage to get them a little bit. Like, if you want to take all the sheep, then it's just gonna take way longer.
Okay, yeah, because I was imagining I was trying to do like, you know how a sheepdog herds. Animals,
yeah.
Or,
it's just that when you're
like
invisible, you need to like physically touch the sheep to get them anywhere, because you can't like scare them with the sight of you. So it's a much more individual sheep by sheep job, you know.
Yeah. I guess I just stick to half of them then.
Okay, cool.
Well, that I have to do for now.
Yep, you get half of them.
And the spider place was pretty close, right? So basically, maybe I'll just try to get them to the spiders.
Yeah, but getting them into the forest is difficult. You're finding.
Yeah.
Do you have an idea for how to overcome that?
I mean, at that point, since I'm near the forest now, I might just try to. I'll just drop invisibility. I'll just like not care about invisibility anymore.
Okay.
And like start hitting them more violently. And I'm not gonna shout necessarily, but because that might be too much attention. But be a bit more forceful, you know. And now they can see me as well.
Okay. You try to be a bit more forceful. Give me a charisma check. That's a pass.
Yeah.
That's good. Your charisma is like 15, right? Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, I see it now. Yeah. It's slow going. But you do get these sheep in. It's like a minus. I'll give this guy -5 in a check. Oh, no. The farmers are not very perceptive. At all. So they had a -5 to the perception check, and they do not even get close to passing in if I hadn't given them -5. So
I see.
Bad check for them. Well done.
Bad.
Bad. I think this works. So you just run the sheep into the spider webs and the monster?
Yeah, more or less.
Alright. Let's do it like this.
And
how would you describe your mental mood as you run these sheep into certain death?
Probably like a bit like amused, I guess. Let's see. I guess like a bit inquisitive, like, cause this monster, I'm like, I was thinking like maybe it even like okay, I'm not showing myself, but maybe, you know, since it is like semi-intelligent, maybe I can make it get a taste for sheep or something.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically like we'll see how this goes. It's kind of
Yeah.
inquisitive.
Let's go with pleased.
Yeah, more or less.
This kind of vibe. Um, the sheep baa as you run them into the monster in the woods. Let me find the
I think
stat
at this
bar for
point,
monster again.
since I'm a bit away, I'll probably be a bit loud too.
Yeah.
That'll probably get the monster's attention even, and like try to scare the sheep more. Like
Yeah.
with that.
This monster stands 6 foot tall. It has short, spindly legs, long arms that reach nearly to their ankles, and large pot bellies. The hand of this monster have a thumb and 3 long fingers that end in razor-sharp claws. Their bodies are covered by tufts of thick, wiry black hair, and their skin is dark and thick. Their heads are almost equine in shape. Okay, how do they fight? Yeah, you see one of the sheep, right? One of the sheep runs into a net. One of those spider webs. And it's just like beset by 2 spiders who start biting it. It screams for a while. While it's baying, the other sheep that you spooked in here run in. One of them trips over some kind of tripwire that has been set up on the ground and falls. As it does, the monster runs forward, sinking its teeth into the sheep. The sheep lays there for a few minutes before it stops struggling anymore. Its heart paralyzed as no longer gets any blood. It stops in an instant death situation. The fate of the other sheep are much similar, as they run into the spiders and the monster. They're all caught up in the traps and the poison. After 15 minutes, several of them just die as the long timer poison sets in. You have eradicated 6 sheep. Good job.
It sounds silly, okay? But again, you gotta start somewhere when you're being a terrorist, right?
Yeah! This is great!
The first step is sowing discord and making them uneasy, realizing something is going on.
Yep. Well then, David, Riodon, let's do some experience, shall we?
Yeah, I assume, after this whole thing, do I find a campsite to sleep for the night?
Yes, we can end Saturday the 6th.
Yeah.
Cool. This calendar says, give sheep to monster.
Yes.
Awesome. You have created some well-fed large spiders today.
Yeah.
Not where I thought this session would go, but that's interesting. Cool. We're definitely building some character here.
Yeah, we're being a bit silly.
We're being a bit silly with it, and you know what? That's what D&D's all about, isn't it?
It is.
It is. Well then. For our experience. I need to find the proper chapter for that.
Overcame in combat, 6 sheep.
No!
No, probably, maybe not even that.
Okay. Well then, overcame in combat. I'll give you 1 cow. One cow is 65 experience.
That's quite a lot, actually.
That's pretty good. Then we have the flower. I'll give you half experience for that one because you didn't overcome it, but you got away without dying at least, which is good. So that will be another 60 experience. I think that's it for combat.
Probably.
3. Successful use of granted power. Nope. Spells cast to overcome foes or problems. I definitely think you get experience for every single invisibility animals you've cast today. I think that's like 5 of them.
Okay, how many I did the cow. I did one for the wolves. I did 2 for the sheep.
Yeah, 4 of them then.
Yeah, I think that's 4.
Yeah, okay, take 200 experience.
Okay. I guess I use Cure Wounds as well to heal myself.
Yeah, Cure Wounds, I think, is a very non-threatening situation. I'm not going to give you for this one. I will, however, give you for the locate animals.
You said 200, right?
Yeah, 200 for the invisibilities. Then another 50 for the locate animals, for the wolves. I think was clever.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Because, like, the healing wasn't very clutch, you know? I'm not gonna...
Yeah, fair enough.
That's it for class awards. Then let's think about plot. You met Diana, you got your new long-term quest. That's definitely worth experience, getting on that quest. You've also continued your light terrorism. I think that's worth experience. You've been successful in 2 terroristic attacks.
Yeah, I've more like started it rather than continued. I guess I
initiated.
started by scouting. But
Yeah, you've initiated. You know, you've done some crime. You've been evil.
Yeah.
Which is
evil
evil in not just being a coward, you know?
Yeah.
So that's definitely some plot. I think plot experience is going to be the big chunk today. I think all of that together, Diana's definitely worth quite a bit to meet and follow up with. How about you take 600 in plot experience today?
Alright.
And then let's do individual awards. For having a clever idea. Do you think we should give you experience when you have the clever idea or when you put it into practice?
Are you thinking for the plant?
Yes, you think you have the plant trap. I think it's a very clever idea.
Yeah. I mean, that's up to you, I guess. It's
I think we'll save that experience for when you successfully pull that off.
I feel like that makes more sense too.
Yeah. I think looking for tools to overcome the lock was a clever idea. That impressed me.
Fair enough.
Take 75 for that.
Alright.
Player has an idea that saves the party. Didn't attack Diana. Doesn't count. I think it's fine. Player roleplays his character well. Absolutely. Take 200 experience for that.
Yeah, I think I did pretty decently on that front.
I like the scene with Diana. I like the scenes with Henrik.
Yeah.
And
I think that felt a lot more in character compared to how I initiated with the bandit guys.
Yep. That's it. That's experience.
I do think it was pretty funny to like be just like with Henrik in the initial like, do you mind? Can I finish butchering this place?
Yeah, I love that moment. That moment was great. Okay, so what are you at? What's your total experience count?
3,547. That's actually pretty close to level 3 already.
Okay, cool. Well done.
Yeah, less than 500.
Cool. Good job. We'll probably hit that next level then. Next session.
That is nice. Then I might have new tools to, because then I get level 3 spells, right?
Level 2 spells.
No, level 2 spells,
yes,
I mean.
level 2 spells.
Yeah.
You'll finally do it. Unless we, you know, by Lucius standards, we die next session, right? And we never get there. So...
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well. Then dog and then Sorian. As we say in our home country.
Exactly.
Anything you want to say before the end of the session?
nothing in particular. I feel like this is it's a decent direction going right now. It's again, I feel like the whole my terrorism right now might feel kind of underwhelming. Again, I've just harassed farm animals so far.
Yep.
But I think it's still like it's a good like start still, because even if it feels like, you know, it sounds silly, you know, to call that like evil acts, but you gotta start somewhere. And I feel like it's,
You know,
I can probably keep ramping up.
I think you've definitely caused enough of a stir that the junior master of deer might need to make a visit to this area and investigate a little bit.
Let's go. Yeah, because both of these
Something
incidents
like
were like, they were very obviously caused by
Yes.
a person. At least the cow one especially, that was very obvious that person.
Yes, and with the door hung off, and even like the monster and the sheep, even if they find that, the people in this area know that even that monster is also a sit-and-wait predator. Like, it builds tripwires and shit, you know? Like, it wouldn't just go to the farm. Someone must have driven them there. It's not very sneaky, even though it is cool, but it's not actually particularly deceptive. So, yeah, I think definitely you've attracted some attention.
I wasn't particularly trying to be sneaky about it, more just like, maybe, because I didn't really know the monster, you know, maybe it would get a taste for sheep, as I said, and it might actually try to seek them out or something.
Yep.
Which might cause some additional trouble for them.
You are definitely doing the thing where you are like getting to know this forest enough that you can have some home field advantages here, you know? Like, knowing that plant is a place you can run into, maybe you can bait them into some spider webs if you're being pursued. You're setting up a very druidy style of harassment here, which I appreciate.
Yeah, that is essentially what I'm thinking, because as I said, like, there's probably gonna people come after me and try to investigate, so I'm kind of just like trying right now to like more or less like lay claim to this forest in a way and have it as like my starter base in a way.
Sure. It's going well. Well then, with that said, as we say here on Irondice mode, never fake gameplay, never reroll. Irondice mode, Irondice mode.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.